back, guys. My name is Eric. This is Mellowseven Gaming. We're playing Battletech. We've got Urban Warfare and Flashpoint DLCs loaded up. We might have to take a look again at Flashpoints here quickly soon to see kind of if there's any others that have popped up. I got a couple messages saying a couple went away and one or two have popped back up. But we flew to the planet and it had one mission we could do. We still weren't ready for action, and I figured by the time we were, we could just travel someplace else. Only one, because we only had the faction for one, the standing for one. Everything else was out. It was a 4.5 star. I wasn't sure I wanted to do 4.5 star quite yet with what we had. We weren't going to have everything back. I could get 4 mechs in the field. But again, it was going to be like a 15 or 20 day wait to do that, and to do one mission, then have to travel 15 or 20 days to get more missions. So I just said heck with it, and we've traveled again. So we are now navigation. I'll show you. We are right here, back up here in the corner. We're at Electra, Ag World, former Star League, Mega City, large population, mining. In theory, there should be good stuff to buy here, but there's really not. There's some stuff we wouldn't mind having. There's a large laser plus, AC10 plus, LRM 15 plus. There's some little things here. There's no mechs that we need. Centurion and Enforcer. I mean, there's just, let's see, that's an A and a 4R. Did that finish something? I mean, I guess it wouldn't be bad to get them if they'll finish something. Yeah, no, I don't even have the first part of those. So absolutely no reason to buy any of those. Barracks wise, we're still healing up. Whiskey 6 has 60 days more. Turbine's actually out getting some medical training, so we get +3 for the next month to our medical, which I figured to get Whiskey 6 back a little bit quicker. Let's take a look at, since we're here at the mech bay, what I've done. I've made some changes. First is the Victor. We had to put a new head on him anyway. I've decided we're going to drop him back a little bit. So we've got 2 large lasers, which almost equal what we were doing. They're 40 damage each, so that's 80. So we're 20 short of the AC-20. But we do have 2 SRM-4s, which are considerably more damage. And you can see here, these are plus, so they do +4 damage. So we're actually potentially doing 48 damage per, which only leaves us 4 damage short of the AC-20 in and of them by themselves. So we're doing close to double, not quite. Say 1.5 with a couple misses from the LRMs. And we can more or less shoot them over and over and over again. You know, we're only +4 heat here. And actually, if we were to buy that plus large laser that's for sale there, that'd get us 5 more damage there. But I think we're going to just drop as we are. I did put a +3 cockpit in mod. That's not going to help us if the head gets popped again. But what are you going to do, right? So that is the Victor. So we'll drop him back a little bit. Banshee 3E, I don't think I changed it all. I think we're just, for the moment, just going to run the Banshees as they were. We've got the small lasers, large laser, AC5, and we'll just keep rolling with that. That seems to, there's not a lot you can do with this. We could turn this into a punch bot. We put some arm mods on it. We definitely could do that. And then run them in with a bunch of close combat support weapons. We've got the 4 smalls, and maybe that's it. Maybe you just use him as a pure melee mech, and you take care of everything else. You get rid of that AC5, you get rid of the large laser. Maybe that's a thought. I mean, that's what this model in theory was for. Let's look at him again and see what type of quirks he has for damage-wise. As far as chassis quirks, melee. So he does 130 base. DFA 240. So if we were to do that, well, first let's look see what we have. I've got a +15 damage, a +40 stability, +3 melee hit. We do plenty of damage. I would say you run these 2 to cut down on damage. Right, so that'd be -50. I'm not sure how much DFA damage you're supposed to take regularly, but -50 would help. But so that would be, that's 10 tons there. That's none, 10. And then this would be 2, 4. So we're looking at about 14 tons. So yeah, between these two, that's a direct swap, more or less. We probably come out ahead a little bit. And I believe the store actually, was it this store? Might be this store. Equipment. Yeah, we've got a two pluses. So that's plus 40 melee damage and plus 50 stability damage. So you could do a whole lot of damage, or we could just stick with your straight, just damage, but we could knock people down. We could do it however we want. 3, it costs us about 300,000. What's that arm mod do? Melee damage. So yeah, we could definitely do that. Or just buy one of them, right? So this is stability. That's plus 40 melee. We already have a stability. So if we do a damage and the big damage and the stability damage on there, you know, I mean, that's significant, right? I mean, like I say, he's already doing 130. So that would be an extra 15 just with what we have. What was the store? I said 130, right? People are rolling garbage cans in, so Shorty's got to go tell them his displeasure about that. Total damage 130. Short. I was going to tell him to go outside, but he's on his way. They're not supposed to bark in the living room. They're supposed to go outside to bark. Couple warning barks are good. Past that, I just assume if they're going to make noise, they do it outside. That's the plus 40. So we would do 170 melee damage. There's 2 of those. We could do 210 melee damage with this thing. All right.
New equipment available.
And just go. So the question is it worth doing for this fight? And I'm not sure it is, but we've got both of those, and we do the leg mods to cut down on the damage. The minus 30, the minus 20. Let's strip, max, arm mod 1, arm mod 2, leg mod. We still need jump jets. That. We've only got one assault jump jet. How much armor is that going to take off? But I think you have to have a jump jet. You've got to be able to get up and down hills. That's already cost us a fair amount, but we could do something like that. That would take 7 days to do. Oh, and we probably want a cockpit. Do we have a cockpit mod? I don't have one here. Okay. So he would just run in, and that doesn't put, actually, we want to get some more stuff on there. We do want the small lasers. Something like that. So we're now doing 210 melee damage plus an extra 80 laser damage. So in theory, 290. He's not fast, but he's faster. I don't know that jumping. Okay, you know what? Crap, let's just do it. 9 days, let's do it. We have a melee banshee. I say this is such a crap layout, but we're going to give it a try. Like I say, we can't crush stuff. This banshee hasn't changed at all. Cockpit mod, medium lasers, PPC. No, I take it back. It did change because this is where we had our pulse lasers, and we lost like everything here. So we now have a PPC, 6 medium lasers, cockpit mod, 2 of the double heat sinks that are remaining. There's 1 more, I think, in another mech, which we'll see here maybe in a second. Otherwise, that's that. I do not have any jump jets in this thing. And there's just not room for one at the moment. So heat efficiency is terrible. This is our shoot once, hunker down, shoot once, hunker down. That's what we're going to try to do with this. I don't know if it's going to work, but it has huge firepower when it does shoot. You can see firepower. Where is it? Let's hover over that. 305. So both of our Banshees are going to be doing round about 300 in a single pop, assuming we hit with everything. Now we have to be close with that because we've got these small lasers here to do a full barrage. But most of the time, you know, we're still going to be doing 240, 220, something like that. Pretty reasonable. Catapult, I have not touched. I just haven't thought about it. It's got jump jets. It's got LRM-20s. It's got a couple smalls. I would love to get these LRM-20s updated. Do we have any plus LRM-20s kicking around? Maybe. Yeah, I got a double plus, 50% crit and some stability damage. So we'll just swap that. That'll be 3 days. And it's just stability damage and crit, not more damage, but that's okay. We can live with that. Otherwise, yeah, he's got no armor. At some point, I would rather probably have like the plus 15s that we had before, which add up to more damage than these LRM-20s and would give us a little bit more armor. That's fine. And then our Orion, after its rebuild, this is what it looks like. Again, we've kind of backed up a little bit. Well, no, this one had the missiles, but without the LRM-15 double pluses, I just couldn't figure out a way to make it an LRM boat like we were doing. And we don't need it. We've got the catapult. So instead, we've got 2 large lasers and an AC-5, 3 jump jets, couple heat sinks, pretty heat efficient. You know, we're plus 8 there if we don't jump, but we still put out a decent amount of firepower. We hit it with everything. It's 125. And we can do it from a long way. And if we have to punch things, we punch things, right? We're still doing 95 damage. And durability is still pretty good, 1400 armor, and movement's still not terrible. And he can jump as far as he can walk. So there is that. So I think that's everything. We're down pilots at the moment. You would think that this would mean Archangel would finally get his chance, but no. Instead, I'm actually going to run Rover in the catapult when we get a chance because we'd like to get her some tactical points there. And he's essentially just a poor man's Puddles. So that's that. Let's go ahead. Let's give it a couple days here. We've got to get some missions run, though, because our money is getting low. You know, it costs us about just under 500,000 now per month. And so we need to make some cash. Get this Banshee and Catapult online as they are. 3 missions here that we can do for Davian. Unfortunately, the 2 that are for other people are against Davian. So we're probably not going to do these 2. I figure we just start here at the lower and we just work our way up as fast as possible. This one, we'll give ourselves 1 priority, but I really just want the money. And it's a lower level one. So we're just going to go like this. We're going to take out the Orion. We're going to put in the catapult. Rover's going to go in the catapult. Now we just have to figure out who we want where. This is our punch bot, right? Okay, so this is a pure melee thing. It might not be bad to actually be able to punch and then run away. Because we can run up, punch, and then run, and then keep our evasion going. Also, that gets us sure footing. So if we're just doing regular move, we get entrenched as we walk up. I don't know how often we'll do that. We'll just have to see. And then we've got Bulwark, so we can get a little bit extra armor. This Banshee is the crazy heat soak one, so Puddles makes sense on that. Yeah. The Victor, SRMs and large lasers. Actually, do we want to put Ninja on the catapult? I think we do. No, I think we're gonna leave. I think we're gonna leave Rover here because she's gonna be towards the back, and I think we do it that way. We'll leave Victor towards the front for the moment. The Ninja's not really the best option for him. Ultimately, the catapult's his. Whiskey 6 will go on the Victor. Well, ultimately, assuming we don't get more mechs. But he's generally going to be our support guy. But we just don't have another one. But we'll put him up there so his better shooting skills and stuff will help. And we'll just see how it goes. So we are definitely a higher damage total group now. But we're not an every turn attack now. All right, we got more snakes down there running around. We go kill them. Continue my other thought. I mean, once we get the Banshee up into melee range, he's going to be mostly every turn. But the other Banshee is going to be strictly every other, probably. We'll have to see how it goes. But that's the idea. Enemy dropship landed somewhere. Go find him, kill him. Yep. Victor is going to be our scout for the moment. We'll just run through this park. There we go. We could easily put a catapult up on a hill, up on a building here. Can't quite get her up on a building this time. Let's go ahead and let's put the Victor up there for now. Right, because he can get up here. See what that does. Okay, that gets us some contacts. 50, 55. This is actually going to get us vision on somebody. I'm sorry, it's just silly, but it's fun. It's fun silly, right? Okay. They're going to take some shots at us. That's the problem with this type of system. If you're heavy and they're light, they're absolutely going to crush you because you're not allowed to shoot them even if you can see them. But that's okay. They're going to come up and then we're going to punch the crap out of them. It's a little bit more vision. We got a Shadow Hawk, Crab. You know, I'm actually going to shoot the Shadow Hawk probably here. We're going to punch him. I can't bypass 95s. It's probably not great. But we'll weaken him up. We got a head hit.
What do you need?
Do I keep... I think we kind of keep her back where it's all indirect fire. It's not a great shot, but we're going to go after the Shadow Hawk. We're going to start softening him up. Because I just don't know that we need this damage elsewhere. I'd like to see what the Banshees are going to do. You can't quite get the punch off here. So we're just going to walk up. Do we put the 4 lasers on him? Or do we just brace? I'm just going to brace. I think we have to get used to playing more that style. Now, we can walk up here with the Banshee, and we've got options. We can finish off the Crab. We can hit the Wolverine, 60, 65, 45. I say we go after the Crab now, and then we punch something else with the Banshee next time. Assuming we hit something, which clearly was not a guarantee. Okay, I like our brace there. That worked out well.
Taking minimal damage.
AC-20 on the Hunchback. But again, we were braced, so we only took 60. Okay. I'm not sure they are thinking this through, to be honest. But they've come in where our Banshees can do what our Banshees are supposed to do. I think we... Oh, the Shadowhawk can see me. Let's move. I don't want... I don't want direct shots at the catapult. Put a fair amount of stability on that guy, though. So if we jump here... Yeah, we'll just hop down here, shoot at the Shadowhawk again. Take down a building in the meantime. We've put the Shadowhawk on his butt. Now it's time to punch somebody. So, we've got lots of options. He was going to be our first goal, so let's come over here and get him. Okay, well, not as much as I would have liked, but... So if I go, like, say, here, or even just back up a little bit. I want to stay within small laser range. If we were to do this, we shut down everything. So let's do coolant vent, confirm. Then we fire absolutely everything at this Wolverine. And I think I am going to waste the points, and we're just going to shoot him right through the center. It looked like everything big missed. Pulse laser hit, or PPC hit over here, large laser hit off to the side. So again, we've yet to hit with anything big, despite huge percentages, but it looked like all the little stuff hit. And we did... So far, I'm kind of underwhelmed with what we've done. But like I say, partly it's because all the little stuff has been missing. Do we just come in here and throw another punch just to get rid of some heat? He's going to stand up, but he's not probably going to be too dangerous this round. Maybe LRM's on him, see if we can take the hunch off.
I'll do what I can.
Looks like we got a couple in there, but it looks like we mostly hit this side. But we did knock him down. I didn't see a damage number. I don't know if that meant he missed. Yes, that's what that meant. Okay.
Standing by.
So our punch bot. We go hit the crab again? Maybe we stomp on the hunchback?
Effecting physical attack.
Yeah, there we go. That's what that much damage in one place does.
Hostile eliminated.
How much heat does the PPC generate? 35. How much does this heat? 6. So yeah, so that's definitely the thing to take off. How much heat are we over? Jeez. Like that? I mean, it's a back shot. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to just... Sure. We should have just sat. We should have followed our doctrine and just waited. Because now we're going to have to still wait.
What's the plan?
Could have just punched somebody. That's really what I should have done.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
No, you're not. You're fine. I am a little bit disappointed with as much damage as we thought we'd be able to do as far as alphas and pinpoint with the punching that we've done so badly. All right. We potentially finish off the crab. We get better chances against the Shadowhawk. Those are our options. Let's take our big hits against the Shadowhawk. Opened him up.
Yeah? Roger.
And see if we can finish him off with LRMs. Yes. Got an ammo explosion. The Shadowhawk is down first, which is odd.
Commander?
Um...
See how you like this?
Crab is down. Now I guess he's done okay. I mean, that's two... You know, we stomped on the... And we'll just do a punch to get rid of our heat here. Oh, and then throw a bunch of small lasers in. So maybe it's not quite. But we took out a leg. I forgot about all the small lasers. There's not really a heat dump turn if we punch. Okay, well that's worth thinking about. Unless we were to go for like machine guns. What if we get rid of those and we go machine guns instead? So there's no heat on those. And so punching again becomes a heat. Now, we got to find room for ammo. And he just got into an arm there. But that, I think, makes sense. Ammo explosion. Okay, so lessons learned. I think we swap out the small lasers with... Or we swap them out for flamers. Because 4 flamers, we could potentially start shutting some mechs down. Now, they're only going to get 4 shots, I think, before they run out of ammo. But we wouldn't need to find ammo space for them. But I think they're a ton. And the small lasers and machine guns are half a ton. Excuse me. Are there any cool weapons here? Medium laser. Oh, wait, let's take a look really fast at that. Build. Hold on. Go to refit. Now, the nice thing about this one is, again, we don't need our arms, right? So these are just extra shielding, really. So if we go ahead and we take out the small lasers, got 5 of them. I think flamers are a ton. Yeah, so we need an extra 2.5 tons somewhere to make that work. Whereas machine guns, we're going to need an extra ton because we're going to need ammo. But the flip side is we probably could just take a heatsink off. Right? And then go machine gun ammo there. Something like that, because our heats come way down, right? You know, that's 6 times 5. That's 30 heat right there off. So we're only pulling 3 heat out. Now, I understand that that doesn't help us for our longer range PPC strike. We're down, but we're still not quite half. 54 versus 107. We're still at half. We could still, in theory, get 2 big shots off, especially if we have somebody. Well, Puddles should be able to handle heat. You know, he does have the cooling thing. That gives us a slight benefit to what we can get to, right? If we go and we look at Puddles, who should be the pilot for that one, he's got a 30 heat threshold. So we can go a little bit farther. We can go to 130 with him in the deal. So I think that's okay. And I think that's the only real change we need to make. I guess we can put some XP down. Rover gets a little bit here. And again, I wanted to work on this route. So we're going to go there. And as long as we're here, we're going to work on gunnery too. That's a nice boost there. Ninja get any extra? Not quite. Puddles, not quite. Rugby, not quite. Okay, so I think that's it for this episode. We'll call this one here, and we'll come back and we'll maybe do those last 2 missions. We've got Turbine back in 5 days, so we'll have our normal group back in, and we'll do it that way. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Cheers.